Hello, my name is Annette Crumpton, and I'm here at the New Hanover County Senior Resource Center. And today we're going to be doing a very gentle yoga that can be done in the chair, as you see where I am now. And I've got my mat off to the side, and we'll also be doing some standing things if you choose to stand, but you certainly don't have to stand if you don't want to. I would say if you have a tie, this is just a men's tie. I just got it from my husband's closet. It's one he doesn't wear. So we'll be using a tie. So if you need to pause this for a moment and go get a tie, that's great. And then also a glass of a bottle of water. I always like to have water on because during the warmer weather, we want to make sure that we're drinking water and staying hydrated. Hope you're all being safe at home. I know that we're ready to get out and to see each other. I certainly am ready to see everyone in my classes. So if you see me, give me a text back to the senior center. Let me know if you like the class, and I would really appreciate that. All right, here we go. So let's sit tall in our chair, and I'm sitting back away from my chair a little bit, so I'm not leaning back. I call this a lounge chair, and we may do something in lounge chair. But sitting up nice and tall, feet right underneath the knees, toes pointing forward, lift up through the center section of your body, rotate those shoulders back, and just bring the arms down by the side and just find mountain position for a moment. I want you to feel that before we start with our breathing. Can you feel that rotation in your shoulders? I hope so. And shoulders going down deep into the back. Now just keeping them there, gently bring the palms in and let them rest here on your knees. You can have your palms upward if you choose, or downward while we do our breathing. I'm going to be closing my eyes some while I breathe, and I do invite you to do that too, just to sort of give yourself a chance to go inward a little bit and block out this outside world and all the craziness that's going on, and just breathe, calming the body down and letting every part of you just get rid of any anxiety, any tension. So here we go. Close those eyes, sit tall. Take a deep, long inhale breath through the nose. A nice, long exhale breath through the nose. And we're going to do that for a few moments. So just breathing in through the nose. You can keep those eyes closed if you wish. Breathe out. Just notice how your body responds. Breathing in through the nose, breathing out, breathing in, and just check in with your body. Check in and see, do you feel tension any place? If so, take the breath and breathe in and exhale out. I was feeling a little tension in my legs, so I'm thinking now about relaxing my hips, relaxing my legs, relaxing my shoulders, letting all of that stress just move out. I'm going to do 2 more deep, wonderful breaths like that, breathing in, breathing out. And now drop your chin down. You can open your eyes a little if you want to. Drop your chin down and feel that stretch through the back of your neck. So make your back long. Let your shoulders still move back, but your chin is coming in towards your chest. And slowly, slowly bring that head up. You can open up your eyes. We're going to do a little work with our neck for a moment, just because that's where a lot of tension seems to want to collect. So turn the head to the right. I'm going to be mirroring you today, so when I say right, I'm actually doing my left. Bring your head gently back into center. Breathe in as you open your, make with that turn. Breathe in. And exhale out as you come back in. And we're going to drop that right ear over toward the right shoulder. And And then you don't want to allow your one to drop too much. You want the shoulders to stay level. It's just the ear that responds there. Now drop that left arm down and take it up, and just, you'll feel a little more stretch all the way through this side. Should feel good. If it doesn't feel good, if you feel pain, you don't do that. That's my rule in any class. If you feel pain, it's something your body says it should not be doing. Turn and look down to the floor. That's it. And then go back over to the side. Bring this left arm behind you. Now this is a tough thing to do, but and rub your back up and down the best you can. If your arm is out here, that's all right. Just get it back as much as you can. And then let that arm drop, bring the head back up, take a deep long inhale, breath through your nose. Exhale, breath out. And we go to the other side. Left ear, left shoulder. Now just experience this, just feel this little bit of a stretch here. And as you drop your right arm down and take it out, you may feel that stretch getting a little more intense. Not much, just enough to let all of that tension stretch out. And turn your head and look down. Bring your head back up. We're going to try to wiggle this arm behind us again. This just helps with the shoulders, dropping the shoulders down. Now I have one arm that does this much better than the other. And you probably will too. It's okay to move the hand up and down. And bring your head up, bring your arm down, take a deep inhale breath. Exhale out. And we're going to do a little cat and cow. Now cat and cow, as you know if you've been in my classes, it's a little bit of rounding through your back, but it doesn't necessarily round your shoulders. I'm going to actually turn sideways so you can see this. So I'm sitting tall and I take an inhale breath, exhale breath. I pull in, inhale breath, sit tall. Exhale breath for cat. Inhale breath for cow. And then we're sitting tall. Move the shoulders around a little bit. Just kind of wiggle through, rotating those wrists. Let's take that rotation and take a nice stretch overhead. Really reaching, stretch. And then looking forward, think of your thumb going back behind you. Make your neck nice and long. We're going to have a long neck here. So the thumb is reaching back. We're trying to get our arms as close to these ears as we can. If that doesn't work and your arms are out here, it's all good. Now think of lifting with that little pinky finger. That changes the stretch. So we're lifting, dropping the shoulders down, and then we're going to turn the palms over. We're going to bring those arms down, nice and slow. Lift and down. Once more, inhale all the way up. Exhale down. We're going to do a little seated sun salutation, which I'll guide you through. Those of you that have been in my class know this, but those that haven't, you can follow along easily. We start with a deep inhale up. Exhale, bring those hands down to your knees. You're sitting nice and tall here. Hinge forward so your back is long. You want to stretch that back as much as you can. Now, these elbows are going to want to go out. I want you to bring those elbows in, stretch your back long. Really, really stretch. And push away, come up. Bring the right knee in, flex that foot. Put it down, bring the left knee in. Now I did lean back against the chair on that one and put it down. I'm way back in my chair. Inhale up. Turn the palms out, bring them down, and we've completed one cycle of sun salutation. We'll do it again. Inhale all the way up. Stretch with that pinky finger, thumbs going back. Inhale the arms down, hinge forward, find that long back, and you probably are going a little further now. Now, the knees may want to go out like this. Don't let them, bring them in. You want to keep them straight forward, elbows down, long neck, push up, pull that left knee in, put it down, right knee in, working deep into that hip flexor, and down, inhale, all the way up. That uses the core there, and come down. You're going to find your seated mountain, turning the palms forward. Now we're going to do this again, and we're going to add a little bit of a turn with it. Inhale up, press those arms down, hinge. Now I'm going to reach down, trying to find my ankles. Keep my back, I'm keeping the back long, I'm looking at the floor, taking your left hand, hold on to that left ankle, right arm comes up and you find a little turn. Bring yourself down, other arm works, up, bring it down, bring your hands down, elbows in, find that long back. Now this time we're just going to push all the way up and we're going to do a little cat and cow. Move into cat, sitting tall for cow, finding mountain. That was really nice. Let's do that again, but we'll start with the left arm this time. Inhale all the way up, stretch, feel that stretch through the side body, and bring the hands down. Your back is tall, elbows in, hinge. Wow, I'm really going over a lot closer now. Hands come down. Now the left arm is going to go up first. Left arm up, and I'm looking under it. Bring it down. Right arm up. Bring it down. Bring my hands to my knees. Back is long, elbows back. This time, try to not use your hands to get up. Use your strong abdominals and push forward. Push as if you were pushing against a wall out in front. That's it. And float the arms down. Take a deep inhale breath. A deep exhale breath. A deep inhale breath. And exhale breath. Nice. Beautiful. Put the hands on the knees. We're going to heel toe out. And we're going to work with that back and do a little stretch for the shoulders now. Taking your right shoulder, I want you to bring that right shoulder, you leave the hand here, toward the left knee. See how I'm stretching through my back. Now I'm going to go back into a cat. I call this sort of like around the world. I go back in a cat. Go over with the left shoulder. Now the back becomes very long. Elbows come in. And I sit up tall. I'm getting a lot of stretch through all of these muscles around the hips and the pelvis. And that's important. Let's do it again. This time we're going to start with your left shoulder. And rotate in, just feel that stretch. Let's go back into cat. Feel that. Rotate over, other one in. Coming forward, long stretch, elbows back, and come all the way up. And hopefully that felt good. Bringing your hands to your prayer. Just take a long, deep breath here. And down. While we have the legs open, we're just going to do a little stretch down toward the floor and once more find that opening to the side like we did when we were doing sun salutation. So sitting tall, take a deep inhale breath. Exhale forward as far as you can. Reach that right hand down. It doesn't have to touch the floor. Reach that left hand down, and now give a little bit of turn there. Come back down. We do it to the other side. You feel the work through your hips, and down, and bring the hands back to the knees. Come up, heel toe those feet together. Get yourself comfortable in your chair. Take a long, deep breath here. Come to mountain. Find that place of centeredness. Listen to your body. See how it feels. Again, I say if anything feels wrong that I suggest you're doing with our class today, just don't do it. Just skip right over that. We're going to take our arms to cactus. So on an inhale breath, bring the arms out to cactus. Now as you do, really, really feel the shoulders go down deep. We're going to move into eagle arms and a little stretch there. So bringing the elbows together, and you may want to stay right here. There are different stops that you can take. If it feels okay, take your right arm under, and if it feels okay, you find more of a twist with your arms. Now, this really does give a stretch through the back side of my shoulders. That's what I'm working for. Take a deep inhale breath. Exhale, bring the elbows down towards your belly button. Inhale the arms back up. No, you don't have to have your arms exactly like mine. They can be here, they can be wherever feels comfortable. And open back out to cactus. Broadness through there. Feel those shoulders working down. We've got one more arm we have to do. Bring them in. Drop left under. Remember, you can stop here if you need to. Back. If you want to come all the way around, you can. I feel that stretch there. It does feel good. And down. Toward the belly button. Lifting up. And open out. Ah, nice. And let's come to mountain. We're going to jump the legs into an open position and find goddess. So legs open, arms come to cactus. We're in this gorgeous goddess position. Moving into 5-point star, stretch those fingers wide, and that's important. We don't think about how important the fingers are to us and how much we use them and depend on them. So stretch those fingers as much as you can. And coming back to goddess. You've got a gorgeous goddess. Come all the way down. Bring the hands to the knees. Heel toe yourself in. And stay. Now we're going to move into some standing postures, but I'm going to show you how you can do them in the chair. Open the legs again. This will be the first one. And you'll drop the foot down, and for our warrior one, this will be your position. So I'm going to show, I've shown you this seated. I'm going to move into standing, and you decide where you want to be today as you do the standing. Now, why am I giving you standing postures in here? Because it's important that we make our body strong, that we make our bones strong. And the only way to do that is to put a little bit of weight on them. So standing postures become important. All right, I'm ready for my warrior one. Seated, you would turn and your left knee would be bent. If I'm standing, I'm going to take my left foot way back. I'm going to wiggle it back, get my heel down. My foot is sort of pointed at a 2 o'clock if I had a clock down there. You can hold on to your chair. You can let go of your chair. And if you feel secure, bring your arms up and find this beautiful, beautiful warrior one. Now, if you're in your chair, just stay turned. You want to make sure your eyes are going forward. Don't want to turn your head, but you want to have the eyes going forward. And slowly come down. Bring the hands to the chair if you want to. Release that back heel and come in. Find mountain. If you are in a chair, you just bring your feet together and find mountain seated in a chair like we did earlier. Now I'm going to turn and, well, no, I think I'll just do it staying right here. We have to turn the other way in our chair, and that will mean that our right leg will be the one bent. I'm stepping back with my right leg. Hands come down. Feel this long, strong, pulling the core in. Back leg is strong. Taking the arms all the way up. Dropping the shoulders down, and you can always wiggle those feet a little bit wider if that feels good to you. Strong, strong warrior one. Take a long, deep breath here. And slowly, slowly we come out of it, put our hands on the chair, release, bring the feet together, and we find mountain. Now we're going to do warrior two. I'm going to show the people in the chair warrior two. We start with the legs out. Again, we turn just as we did before. We're facing this direction. This time we take, right leg will go out, and the arm will come to the side. Now standing, the back arm goes back, but that makes the shoulder do something strange. So that will be your seated version. Now, for my strong yogis, here we go with the standing. We're going to step back with that your left leg. The toes turn out a little bit more. You see I've opened out more here. And from there I'm going to take my arms and stretch them long. And my gaze goes straight out over that front arm. My back shoulder is down, both shoulders are down, and I'm taking a long, deep breath in this strong warrior two. The front heel is pressing into the floor. My back leg is very, very long and straight. And I bring my hands down. I'm going to bring my hands to my hips, maybe, or I reach for the chair, release that heel. Step in. Pause here. You want to take a long, deep breath. Wow. We're going to the other side, so if you're in the chair, swivel around. If you're standing, you're going to take that right foot back, open those toes out. I think I'm going to turn this way so that y'all can see me a little bit better. So now these toes are pointing forward. This knee is pointing forward. I take my front arm out, the back arm goes back, and I'm looking over my front arm. And I may want to wiggle out and make that a little bit lower. My back leg again is straight and strong. And take a couple of deep, long breaths here, just finding balance. Breathe, breathe. Enjoying the warrior one, finding the arms stretching as if somebody was pulling them in both directions. Bringing the arms down. Let's turn facing forward. Now if you're in your chair, you're just going to have your legs wide. If you're standing, we're going to do a little forward fold. This just helps us with balance, but also stretches the back of our legs. So hands on your hips, right at this, where your hips join to your leg. Pull the tummy in. You can always hold on to this chair if you need to. Hands can come to your legs. I'm pulling the muscles of my legs up, and I'm just going to walk those hands down to wherever they want to go, or wherever they can go. Now some of you, because I know you and you've been in my class, you can come all the way down. But if you can't, it's perfectly all right. You just find where you are comfortable. You're stretching your whole body. As we're ready to come up, bend the knees. Slowly, slowly. Straighten. I would suggest holding on to the chair here. I'm going to push off with this back leg, bring it together, and I find mountain. And that's a lot of balance. I hope you're doing well with that. I know you are. Staying balanced, we're going to try a little balance with our tree. Put this chair over on this side because I want you to balance on your right. Now if you're seated, I want you to just lift that right leg up and hold it and take the arm up. If you are standing, most of you know tree. You're going to lift the right knee, turn it out, find your balance, find something to look at. Maybe stretch an arm up. You can let go if you want to. You can bring your arms to prayer if you want to. You can take your arms up if you want to. Bring them down. And place that foot down. Find your mountain. Beautiful. Now I'm not gonna move this chair again. We're just gonna go to the other side. So take a deep, long breath in, center yourself, find that centered place, because that's important for balance. Turn that left toe out, bring it up, let it find a place on your leg. Remember, we never press on our knee. That would injure this knee. So it has to be either above the knee or below the knee. So here we go. Find your balance here. Begin to, if you want to bring your hands into prayer. If you want to take your arms up. I think I'm a waving tree today, but it's okay. Something that you want to work on every single day. In the kitchen, hold on, maybe just 2 seconds, I count to 2. But practice your balance every day, because that is really important. And that's the only way we gain balance, is just by doing it over and over and over. All right, I think I'm ready for us to return to our chair. So let's come around. As we're going down, I want us to do our chair pose. We didn't do it coming up, but we're going to do it coming down. So look back, your chair is there, you know where it is. Toes are pointed forward. Bend the knees and sit back as if you're in a high stool, or you're sitting back, but you're not touching your chair. So your hands come into prayer. Find that balance. Pull that core in. We're going to do chair a couple of times. And then let's stand up straight. Get the shoulders back. Come to mountain. Find the strength there in your mountain. Going back down into prayer again, hands come in, hips going back, gently, gently going back. We're going to do a little turn this time. So left elbow, give a little gentle turn. Coming back in. And if you need to sit all the way down to do this one, you can certainly do so. It's your practice. Let's come up, take the arms up with us, interlace those fingers, stretch them up high, lean over to your right for standing half moon. Coming up, lean over to your left, side stretch, and bringing the arms down, slowly sitting back. You can look back. Trying not to use your arms, but if you have to, it's perfectly all right. Perfectly all right. Let's do a little twist again, seated, turning to your right. Coming back through center. Twist over. Coming back through center. Finding seated mountain. We're going to do a little cool down with a little stretch here and over and up. The other way. I'm holding onto the chair. And up. Now I said in the beginning, if you had a tie, do grab one, because we're going to stretch legs as we end the class. So you're going to take that tie. If you don't have a tie, just hold on to your legs. It's perfectly all right. Pull that knee back. I'm leaning back against the chair. And stretch that leg up. Just get a nice long stretch there. All the way through the back of the legs. And I'm holding on each side. Leaning back, I'm still engaging my core muscles. And that's important. Anytime you're working, make sure the core is working too. You can hold on with just the right hand. Maybe open that leg out a little bit to get a little stretch there. You see I'm holding on to the chair. I'm going to bring it back in. I'm going to change hands, maybe the other way, and I do a little turn, stretch for this outer part of the leg, bringing it back in, bending up. Now bringing that knee up as high as you can, then I'm going to drop one side, and then I'm just going to grab hold. Once more, bring that knee in and put it down. We have another leg to do, so here we go. Bring that knee up. Let's stretch that leg out. That stretch feels good. I hope it does to you. I hope you're feeling a little more calm and less anxious having done your yoga and doing some deep breathing. That is so important. We're going to drop the leg down, hold them on, open out. Just remember, any time during the day that you're feeling stressed, if you just take a few moments, stop, get yourself in a quiet place, and take a long couple of deep breaths just to center yourself. It really does help. And bringing the knee in. Oops, I lost it, but that's okay. We're going to bring this knee all the way up and down. Open the arms out wide, really stretch. Bring them up. Drop those fingers way down behind you to get a long stretch. Now I'm going to leave my right hand down and take my left hand and reach for this elbow and try to get a little more stretch here. This is one of the stretches that we can do with a tie, but I'm not doing that today, maybe another day. And come back in, drop the left hand down, slide that right arm up to get hold. What we're doing, we're trying to stretch this back part of your arm, really getting a nice stretch. Opening out, slide the hands back, let them come onto your shoulders. Do a little lean, lean. Bring the elbows in, press out, drop those shoulders way down, scoot yourself back, lean back against the chair. Now we're going to end the class just as we started, closing those eyes with some couple of long deep breaths. So let your hands rest comfortably right here on your knees. Take a long deep breath. Close your eyes, breathe in and out. This is our Shavasana. Now for those of you who would like to get on the floor and stretch out on the floor and do this, please, please do so. Breathing in through the nose. Let your body completely relax. Let it melt into the chair. Again, observe what's happening to your body. Observe any tension that you might have. Take long, deep breaths to relieve that tension. Find your quiet place. Go deep inside. Slowly opening up your eyes. You can move your fingers and your toes a little bit. Waking up like a long nap. Stretch those arms open. And bring the hands into prayer. We're going to sit up nice and tall. I hope that class has been good for you and that you've enjoyed it. If so, please let me know. You can call the Senior Center or text them. Let them know if you enjoyed it. I would appreciate that. We're ending, as we always do in our yoga class, saying Namaste.